Hi, I'm Yulonda Shearon, and I'm the owner and founder of Yulonda Shearon Life Success Coaching and Consulting. Let me tell you a little bit something about how my story began. It started off quite charming, actually. I married my husband, my Prince Charming, actually, and life was going well. It was like a fairy tale. It was all like a dream. Of course, like the story goes, first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes a baby. That's where life kind of takes a downward spiral from there. I had a miscarriage at that point, and that was devastating. That was devastating enough. We did eventually have another baby, another healthy baby, but around the time that I found out that I was pregnant with my daughter, my husband found out that he had cancer. And when my daughter turned 9 months old, he passed away. And so not only did I deal with the devastation of having had that miscarriage, and I thought, well, that was kind of the apex of life, then my husband passed away, and I was completely lost at that time. Life was heartbreaking, and it was challenging. I didn't know what to do. So here I am, this woman who went from being one of the first of her friends to get married to being the first one to be a young widow. And after that, I was just in a period of stagnation. I didn't know what to do. I knew how to mother my child, but that was really the only thing that I did know how to do. I decided after a point that I needed to live life again. I wanted to live life. I wanted it to be vibrant, and I wanted to be happy, and I wanted to be carefree, but I just didn't know how to get there. I knew that God had a bigger plan for me. I knew that there was no way that feeling that level of despair and pain and sorrow, I knew that wasn't supposed to be the end of the story, but I just didn't know how to get there. So I decided that I would turn to conventional means of help, and I would, of course, try therapy. Having a master's in psychology, of course, I know the benefits of therapy, and I knew that I would lean on my faith. But going to church and doing therapy wasn't exactly what I wanted. It wasn't exactly what I needed. It was helpful, but I needed more. I wanted to know how to get there. I wanted to know how to live life. I wanted to make the dream, the new dream, come true. I didn't know what that new dream was. And so what I decided to do was, after not really finding what I need elsewhere, I decided to create it for myself. I took all I learned from psychology, and then I started researching the Bible, and I actually started using psychological and biblical principles to create steps for myself to actually change my life. And once I did that, I noticed that I started feeling differently, and the sun was even brighter. Everything just felt better. And so I decided that it was time for me to make a change in my life, and using those steps, I did. Eventually, people started taking notice. I had family and friends just wondering what was going on with me. How did I get to this point? Why was I so vibrant? Why was I feeling lively again? I just felt like a little butterfly just coming out of her cocoon. People were interested in these steps that I had taken. They were interested in using God and psychology to create these changes in their lives. And from there, I realized that I had a business, but also a ministry. And that's how the business of Yulonda Shearon Life Success Coaching and Consulting began.